Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. I thought I come and wish you a wonderful day. For there is so much that is in the works. There is like amazing light that is coming from above. For it's when there is cracks in our consciousness and we can receive. Sometimes it's like it blows my mind what I'm seeing, the beauty of what I'm seeing. For spirit who have always been in the higher planes, they may not have they're so used to this beauty, this divine grace, this amazing love, and those spiritual things. But for us who's been coming down here, to return to that is so amazing. I'm going to discuss a few ideas. The first one is to never do something today that can wait till tomorrow. It's counterintuitive to what we've been taught in 3D. Say we have to do things today so you don't have to do it tomorrow. But today is for just important things about breathing, being calm, being in the now, to recognize the sanctity of life, to connect to all the elements, to elevate your frequency, and do whatever you need to do, but also to have a feeling. There is sometimes the to-do list. We want to do those things. Sometimes we do it. Sometimes we don't complete the list. But to have a feeling list. Today I want to feel love. Today I want to feel connected. Today I want to feel joy. Today I want to feel in love. So today I want to feel a sense of the possibility. Today I want to tune in to the receptivity of what I've been dreaming on to come into my life. So to have this feeling life, this feeling, the list of feeling, and the feeling will allow us to make course correction along the way. For there is, I'm going to pull a few cards, we'll discuss a few more ideas. So it's important to stay attuned to the feeling side of life. So that is really how it's through the feelings that we achieve this state of grace. For the highest wisdom is just breathing in and breathing out. For within the breath there is the wholeness of creation. Within each breath we take the wholeness of God and the Spirit, the Holy Spirit. What we need to understand is trust, to let go of all the dramas, all the limitation. We have to say enough is enough. About all the past limitation, we're ready to move on ask the heart to illuminate your mind. And know that all the masters, all the guidance is just a breath away. Just whisper the name of a spirit, and then he will come and he will be there, and we'll be able to exchange and communicate. What we need to do is the orphan to reunite, to reconnect to the source, to find our place in the world, to accept that we came down here on a very important mission, but there is no need to live outside of, to imagine that we live outside of God's presence. It is to take the time to tune into this I am presence. And the outcome will be fixing up, to be able to restore the restoration. Well, we're going to be able to restore the planet, but to restore all the aspects of our life that are still in imbalance, to wait till we have the resources, the knowledge, and the inspiration to do it well. For the soul is awakening. There is a great soul awakening. The soul is what's going on the earth. Unconsciously, for most people, are not yet in tune with their soul, but the soul is an immortal, eternal being that conduct an experiment of incarnation, and so we're an extension of our soul. Yet it is who we truly are, and the soul is really what motivates the flow of all the energy. The spirit is just monitoring and assisting and guiding the process, so that it aligns with the plan of evolution of the Creator. For all the gods and goddesses in the universe that have been interacting in the past are now in the serving of the one true God. For it's like they all, and we're learning to serve God as well, to be part of that one process. And for we all have soul agreement with the Creator, but we all have soul agreement to work together and to co-create together. For it's like this powerful new moon. I was talking about the full moon, and I don't know. Sometimes I don't live in time, so it's like oh, I'm returning into time. So, but it's a powerful new moon in Scorpio. For my moon in birth chart is in Scorpio, so it's a very deep, powerful moon. It takes a long time to be able to connect to see the advantage of having a moon in Scorpio. And then there was going to be the 11/11. It's going to be a very powerful activation this year. The I Am Presence is going to be activating all kinds of new codes within our DNA. And then there's going to be this full moon and eclipses that will be coming. So it's going to be a very powerful awakening on the inner self. We're all going to feel it. The more we tuned in, the more we'll feel it. So it is important to tune into to focus on the inner eye, the eye of God. For we have this eye of God, this all-seeing eye of God within ourselves. And this inner vision, there are many aspects of the eye of the law of universal law, the eye of clairvoyance, and of wisdom. There is all kinds of the eye of God that can see all in all directions. But when we have a project, you can ask to put it through the eye of God, or called encyclopedia, the great eye of God, or other beings that have this auras. Those beings have very clear vision to assist you. But when you pass something through the eye of God, you always see where things are going. And and so turn into the I, to this I, the I am, the great I am. For the I am does not change. We cannot change that I am. That will be this an eternal part of ourselves. Everything else is subject to change and evolution. So just know you have this all-seeing eye of God, and we have to recall the power we have been given our side, all the beliefs that we've been believing, to tune into this self-empowerment. It is very important to understand what is the energy that are ours, the energy that are other people, and the energy that belongs to everybody. To return all the energies that do not belong to us and return to our own energy, to purify. For the sacred fire are purifying everything. For the sacred fires are the sacred breath. Our own sacred fire is the white sacred fire light essence. That is the essence of the soul. But on the 11:11, the God will activate the three sacred flame: the blue flame of power, the pink flame of love, and the yellow flame of wisdom. It will become a lot more powerful in the ability for us to work with that. And for more and more people are realizing and living within the light, and that is assisting the higher planes for assisting to activate more of their own program. For the sacred fire, I'm working with reconnecting to the seven sacred breath of life, the first seven rays, to activate the fire of the soul, the fire of the dragon. The ascended dragon are the six-dimensional being that are keeper of the sacred fires. And so there is seven major rays. And then there is 5 higher rays, and there are many other rays that we can work with, flame, within flame, color within color, within color. For all of that will come into we want to surround ourselves. Let us be consumed by the sacred fire. They do not burn, but they consume all that is impure and inferior, and they turn it into light. So it is through the power of focus. We're learning this power of focus in the I am. It comes from within the heart, and to be relaxed about it. There is no to let go of internal pressure in relationship to that, to breathe it out, breathe out the stress. I'm going to pull a few cards with the Angel Tarot to see what they may want to say. The past is the abundance. The abundance is anchor. For there are all sorts of abundance. Sometimes we are abundance in doubts. We are abundance in fear. We are abundance in suffering. But we want to be abundant in joy, abundant in love, abundant in resources. For this I am presence, I have infinite resources to unfold for us within our life. We have to know that we believe and to know that we deserve to receive all that we've been asking. We all deserve that. So, and to remove the doubt in relationship to that, to forgive ourselves for everything else. Where we are now is communication. We continue to communicate this higher light, and the future will be accomplishment. We're completing a cycle. Where we're working on now is determination, to be self-determined, to release the obstacle that prevents us from achieving this unified way into the ascension. And the future is love, ever increasing octaves of love. For all is love. The truth of all of it is love. And so the great I am is truly infinite in love, in reality, in will, in wisdom. And we are just individualized this great I am, individualized as us, as you, as me. We are individualized. Even those who are completely in the dark, their consciousness has been obstructed from this light, from this lucidity. They deprive of that because of they're just on a different soul evolution level. So it's about being kind to all and continue to cultivate the love. For we have the power to create our life. Our goal is to learn to be more conscious in the co-creation, in the creation and co-creation of our life. But we don't have the power to co-create anybody else's life. It's their work. It's their responsibility. We have to learn to focus and visualize what we seek to manifest and experience. And allowing to flow into our life. So I wanted also to rebound on something Sananda was talking about with the Christ Jesus. and he was talking about this cult of death. People make this cult of death, and when the body is dead, when the spirit is outside of has left the bodies means nothing, and we have to stop making this cult of death. For death that's never existed, it can never exist. It was introduced into human consciousness about 13,000 years ago by Orion beings, negative extraterrestrial, that need to control humanity through fear. But we all return. When we die, we complete our contract. We return to the light. We return to God. And so it is just we have to trust to allow that for when somebody died that we love, we feel the pain of separation. It is completely normal. But beyond the normal grieving period, after that we have to set them free. Otherwise, the soul cannot find peace if we're still suffering from their departing. So if we want to serve the people who have passed on, we forgive them for whatever, and we love them, and we know they're waiting us on the other side, but we don't continue to cultivate this grief. Otherwise, we are serving them into this they become subservient of our pain, and they don't want to be cause for pain and suffering. So it is important to make peace with all that, and to know that we all have life contract. It's just in this vehicle, and then when it's gone, we return to the great love, the great sphere of one light of God. We return to that. For it is important to when we have children, we create a reality for them to evolve and grow in. So, but even they are creators of their own life. We have to trust them. We have to really respect their inner development and teach them self-reliance. To know that the children that are coming now or have been coming, they may not be very too keen in learning all those things we've been taught in 3D, because they come in with different programmation. But trust them; they're here to bring a new higher light. So I hope this message was interesting for you. I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I thank you for your donations. If you need a private session, you can send me an email. I'm going to share a few paintings, the development of those paintings. This hasn't been resolved yet. I'm not really sure how I'm going to resolve it, but the text is already set. It's an introduction it's an English poem. It's an English poem. It's an introduction of a book called The Tales of the Two Cities by Charles Dickens. It's pretty powerful. It's a very powerful statement, so I thought I'd make a painting out of it. And I'm working on some other painting. This is the most finished one. It's a painting on cosmology. There's still little details that needs to be worked on the super universe here, and then maybe the orange is a bit too bright, but everything else works really nicely. So this one is the closest. It's like 99% complete. And then I'm working on this other cosmology paintings that is not as finished. There's still a lot of details that needs to be. I regroup the clusters here, and I'm gonna have to make Paradise a lot prettier. Is the Paradise, the 21 satellites of Paradise, with the first circuit is the 7 sacred sphere of the Father, the 7 shiny orbs of the Sun, and the 7 orbs, gigantic orbs of the Spirit. It is from those inner sphere of on Paradise that the destiny of each super universe. The super universe are being guided, and then there is the 7 circuits of the central universe. There is dark gravity bodies, and then the universe of time and space, the super universe, and the 700,000 universe, the 7 trillion planets of time and space. This is a poem of Charles Baudelaire. It's in French. I put the gold and silver. Then I'm probably gonna finish it. Hopefully, be able to finish it with just one more layer. What's interesting with gold and silver is that different times of the day, the painting will completely change if it's morning, afternoon, or night. And the different light, it will change the color. So I'm starting to introduce. This is about the 7 super universe. The orange will leave because it's too much. I'm going to refine all the sphere. I'm going to make them brilliant, right? But other than that, I found the right color for the connecting links from the major sector to the minor sector. Sometimes it takes a while, and those are paintings on divinity. Which is funny because, well, it's not finished, it's not presentable really, but this one is the same size as the other, but because it is vertical, it looks bigger. Like this is the same size, but this one looks smaller for some reason because it is horizontal. So this, and then there is this little one here that is, I started writing something here, but I erased it. Something is missing. It's still building up very slowly. It is signed. It is upside down. Originally, it was like this, but it turned out it's probably going to be hand up upside down. So just a little progress report. This is. I'm going to work on it very soon. They'll be complete, and so much is going on. So much is manifesting. I had this amazing vision of this globe of this amazing globe. It was like a bubble of glass, and inside there was those amazing orange sparking lights, and it was only halfway full, but it was so beautiful. It was just blew my mind like this morning. So I'm going to sing this song. I didn't know what to sing. It was a song went through my mind. It was a pop music song from the 80s. I just died in your arms tonight. Must be something you say. But I don't feel like singing the song. So I pulled one random, and it was a French song on one side and an English song on the other side. So I'll sing this one to finish. It's an old song from the 60s. It's called Night in White Satin. Nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. Beauty I've always missed, with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore. 'Cause I love you, yes I love you, oh, how I love you. Gazing at people, some hand in hand, just what I'm going through, they can't understand. Some try to tell me thoughts they cannot defend. Just what you want to be, you will be in the end. And I love you, yes I love you, oh how I love you. Nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. Beauty I've always missed, with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore. 'Cause I love you, yes I love you, how I love you. Love can be overwhelming. It is the most powerful force in the universe, even on a humble human level. But we'll come to discover higher octaves of love, and we'll be able to share more love, to be loved. For you, it is our true essence. It is who we are. Love is what it feels so good. Love feels so good because it is true, because it is what is real about us. And the card of the day is this magical card. It's the page of Ariel. Worthy of trust, intelligent, instructed and balanced. An excellent opportunity is opening itself to you. Study or formation, it is time to get to work. So we're all getting ready to get to work. There is so much work that is before us, but it will be very joyful work. Prepare yourself to work on something that feels really good. Always turn to your feeling side and make the adjustment. Thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai.